There are other notes on this flute, right? Is this one of those Orff flutes that you sold me? I want my money back, man. But here's another thing that's cool with these pentatonic scales. This is fun because so far I'm playing on the C pentatonic, but I'm hanging on the C. In other words, I'm going to start my ideas on C. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I'm going to start my ideas on C and end my ideas on C, and I'm going to refer to C a lot. And what it's going to do is going to make the scale feel like it's clearly in C. It's kind of what I've been doing already anyway. So I'm going to emphasize this note here, C. 2, 3, Okay, so you hear it sounds like I'm in C, but it doesn't have to stay that way. And this is the beauty of this scale. You can make the scale sound like it's in a key based on what note you stress. So now I'm going to go to D. I'm going to use the second note. So I'm still going to use the C pentatonic scale, but now I'm going to start my ideas and try and end up my ideas on the second step, which is D. And that's going to lock me in to sounding like this is some kind of D scale. And I guess you could say it is, but it's going to sound different than what you just heard. I'm going to emphasize the second step, D. See, it sounds like it's in D.
Almost sounds like a different scale.
Yeah, it sounds like different. It's really a mode, the second mode of the pentatonic. So remember that, because 5 notes just doesn't mean, oh, just play whatever. You can actually choose how you want to lock it up. Now I'm going to start it on E, okay? You want to focus, same idea, I'm just going to focus on it. And I'm using these patterns we talked about. There we go. 2, 3. That's a whole different feel. Now I'll do it off 5. I'm going to start off of G. That's a whole different mode. That doesn't even sound like it wants to resolve. That's like, wow, what is that about? So as long as you hold onto a note and stress it, you put a different key onto the scale. Now I'm going to do it off of A, and this is a sound you're probably going to recognize. This sounds kind of bluesy. A lot of times when you hear someone play bluesy, it's almost a blues scale. This is almost a blues scale, but not quite. But it's close enough. So I'm going to start on A. I'm still in the C pentatonic. I haven't played anything other than C, D, E, G, A. There are other notes on this flute, right? Is this one of those Orff flutes that you sold me? I want my money back, man. So I'm going to go from A. Here we go, starting on A. 2, 3, So it has like a bluesy sound to it. So there you go. C pentatonic scale. Just noodle on it at first. Figure out where it fits on your instrument, how it feels. Then park yourself on one note and see if you can get these 5 different sounds. And all you have to do is emphasize a note more. And emphasize means visiting it a lot, starting and ending ideas with it a lot, and that's what holds it in place. Because if you don't, if you just keep playing the scale, it'll sound like it's in C. The only way for you to own one of these tonalities is you got to really control it. You have to hold it. Later on in the next video, we're going to get involved in how do pentatonics fit into harmony, so you can start to work it into a tune. But if you're just starting out, or if you've been playing for a while and you want to get going, pentatonics is the way to do it. This major pentatonic will get you going in a lot of places. There are a lot of other techniques. There's tons of techniques. They're falling off the trees how many techniques you could use. Man, there's no end to it. But when I teach, I find that when I teach with pentatonics for somebody who's starting out with improvisation, it always gets them going right away. So the major pentatonic, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. You won't go wrong. I swear there's other notes in this. The other day I was playing, they had other notes in it.
Let's look closer again.
I gotta look close.